This is Heidi. Let's get buzzed.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much. Wow, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. Wow. So today I was outside. Somebody stopped me on the street like, hey man, did I see you on TV? I'm like, well, how the hell am I supposed to know? And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Terry, lovely to see you. Oh, the energy looked incredible out there on stage. Such a strong grand finale.
This is crazy. I mean, I might as well call this a tracksuit because I was just all up. The energy was high. When I saw Simon standing up on the desk, I wanted to stand up on something else, but I was already on stage. It was incredible. First of all, when I look at Aiden Bryant, this kid, 16 years old, he was in his backyard. And now he's up there doing things better than he's ever done it. It's crazy. World Taekwondo, they're breaking concrete blocks now, wood flying everywhere. Josh Blue. Another thing, he took the house down. I think America's in the mood to laugh. And right now, I think he's the front runner, to be honest with you.
So he's your front runner. Sometimes we talk about the favourites. Do you have any favourites from the overall season that didn't make it to the finale this evening that were standouts?
First of all, Seth Word was my favorite. Seth Word with the Phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm that quirky. I really like, really wild things like Keith Apicary. Those guys. That's my mood. That's my spirit. They were my spirit animals this year.
Yeah.
So. I like being that goofy, that extreme. I know what it takes to be that comedic and go that far. So I always look up to those guys.
Well, maybe you could collaborate with them in the future.
I know. Look, you can always come.
Hello, Simon. Good, thank you. How are you?
Buzz.
Yeah. What an incredibly strong, desk standing ovation worthy grand finale tonight was. Yeah.
Yes. Well, it was one of those performances that deserved a desk standing ovation. No, I mean, good for him. 16 years old, self-taught, risking his life, incredible.
Yes. Who are some of your favourites for this evening that you think might win?
Look, if I had to guess, I'm going to say Aiden, Josh, Dustin, Northwell Choir, Aiden. I'd say Aiden.
Oh. Dustin reminds me of the Tony Robbins of magic. He's
I should have used that. That's a good line.
Yeah.
No, he's fantastic. He's relatable, and he's different, and he's original. People are going to relate to him. Yeah.
And Victory, you said that she has the X Factor. And talking of X Factor, it just finished in the UK, had an incredible run over 2 decades. Can you talk about the emotions that you have for that show and the incredible talent that came through it?
Well, you know what? It's like everything's about timing. You've got to know sometimes when to call it a day, and then also when to bring it back. A show like that can always come back. I just felt it needed a break. There's nothing more than that, and you can always make new music shows, which we are. And then when the time is right, it will bring it back, with someone else. That was always the plan.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything dramatic.
And you've had some incredible singers on America's Got Talent. Do you think there might ever be an X Factor in the US again, or?
Based on who we discovered, Fifth Harmony, Camilla, Normani, you'd have to say yes.
Yeah. And tonight we had so many strong acts, but do you have any favourites that didn't make it through to the grand finale that you'd like to give a shout out to that were strong?
Yeah, the dancers from last week, I'm absolutely gutted.
They were incredible.
Incredible. But that tells a lot about the show this year, I mean, I think everyone in the final tonight deserved to be there. No one was bad, which is unusual. So it's just one of those great nights. I'll never forget it.
Oh, super strong. And does it feel amazing to have the season back and that you actually went ahead with it this year?
Yeah.
Considering that,
Yeah, I mean, literally 2 weeks before we started filming, it was literally 50-50. And I actually it was less than that. I thought it's not going to happen. We're going to have to cancel it like the British show, and at the last second, it was on again.
Well, I'm so glad it went through. Incredible night. It paid off. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Howie. Howie.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're
How are
always an
you?
amazing dresser.
Oh, thank you. Well, we love
right
your
here.
we love your suits here at
Thank
the Buzz.
you, but I have nothing to do with what I wear. Somebody else dresses me.
Oh.
Do I hold this,
Well,
or do I just leave
no,
it on?
you can just leave it on.
Okay.
We've done all the work for you, unless you want to do a mic drop and a mic stand drop, like Brooke.
I would do a mic drop, but then last time I did a mic drop, I spent 2 hours looking for a Radio Shack because I had to do a mic buy.
Oh, mic buy. Oh.
Yes, you do a mic drop, you break the mic, and then they send you out to buy a new one.
Maybe the mic buy is the next level.
It is.
Yes.
Yes. Find a mic at this time of night.
Yeah. Well, what an incredible night. It was so strong. What are your reactions to the
My
performances
reaction to this is unprecedented. You know, I've been doing this personally for 12 years out of the 16 years it's been on, and I have never been a part of a finale that's felt so electric that where everyone rose to the occasion. Absolutely. There's always, and we talk about that from week to week, uh-oh moments, like, oh, they got nervous, they forgot something, they have to restart it, something fell, they dropped something, the trick didn't work. None of that tonight. Tonight was like a well-oiled machine.
Now, if someone were to ask you who might be the favorite or the winner for tomorrow night, do you have any predictions on that? Or
Yeah, I'm going to guess between the last two acts, either Josh or the Northwell Nurses Choir.
Oh, wow. How would it feel for you as a comic if a comedian won tomorrow night?
Not for me, for all of comedy. If a comic won in the light of our loss today with Norm Macdonald, one of the great comics of our time, one of my favorite people ever in comedy from my home country of Canada. I thought it was serendipitous that on the day we found out that that happened, and we had such a great loss, that we're doing the world's biggest talent show where two comedians are in the finale. You know, so I'd be really excited, and it would be an icing on the cake if a comedian won.
yeah.
That would be amazing for me personally, for the world of comedy, and hopefully for Norm.
Yeah, and they had such incredible performances this evening.
They really
Both
did.
of them had strong performances.
I agree with you.
Now, we usually talk about favourites, and we just did then, but favourites that didn't make it through to the grand final tonight, who are some of those that you had from the overall season?
That went away.
Yeah, that didn't make it through, yeah.
I'm
Like
trying
for
to.
Terry, it was what's his name, Seahawk, or what's Sethwood
Sethwood.
was one of his favourites, and Keith Apicary.
They didn't make it through.
They didn't make it. No, they didn't.
No, I
unfortunately.
thought
But Terry loved them, and I think that maybe they should do a collaboration.
Oh, that would be great. Dancing and
Yes.
peacocks
Yeah.
or walruses.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
You know, I miss the hardest part of this job, and this job is not hard at all. I feel like I'm really lucky, is saying goodbye to you get attached to these people, and you can actually feel in the room that these are their hopes and their dreams and their wishes, and to watch those in their mind get crushed, but they're not crushed. If you're on this show and you have this audience, and the people at home kind of connect with you, you can end up on the Las Vegas Strip. Exactly. And there's so many people on the Las Vegas Strip that came out of our show and got their notoriety from the show. They didn't win, but they still have a room.
Exactly. The exposure is incredible.
It is.
Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Heidi.
Hello.
Oh, you look every night. You look incredible.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, what a strong, incredible grand finale. How proud are you of your golden buzzer?
I'm super proud of my golden buzzer. I can totally see her name, in Las Vegas, sparkling, right on the strip there. So fingers and toes are crossed for her. But it's going to be hard because there were so many amazing, amazing acts tonight. The Taekwondo, Jimmy, the singer, Brooke, the choir. I mean, so many. So who's it going to be? I don't know. I mean, Aiden, the 16-year-old kid, Victory, the 9-year-old opera singer. So they're all so very different. Anyone could take home the prize, but it's always interesting to see who America fell in love with and who they want to win at the end.
Yes, and all of them rose to the occasion tonight. I feel like
Better,
everyone
yes.
had their strongest
Yes.
performance of the season.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, no one was snoozy today. There was no step back. Everyone was really giving everything tonight.
Now, we've talked about some of the strong performers this evening and your golden buzzer, but if you were to look at the overall season and people that didn't make it through this evening to the grand finale, do you have some standouts that didn't make it through that were some of your favourites that you remember?
Some that didn't make
Yes.
it, that I'm sad
Yeah.
they were not here today.
Yeah.
Definitely One Accord.
Yes.
We just lost them last week. I love those three. I thought they were fantastic. I mean, they just it's so hard after when you just come off a show like what we just did, 2 hours, and it was so jam-packed. It's so hard to even think about last week, but they come to mind like immediately, one accord. That's why I posted them again like right after the show aired, because I was like, oh, I was gutted when they were gone, because I love them so much, those three boys.
Oh yes, their voices are just phenomenal together. I said to them they should have a plaque on the table where they met.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me. Sophia, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We missed you performing this evening, by the way. I was hoping for a grand finale performance from you.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much going on that now they don't need me. You know, the magicians are kind of done. There's only one now left, so no, they don't need me.
We'll have to wait for another season to see you perform next.
Yes.
How do you feel about tonight's performances? I mean, it was such a strong evening with incredible energy out there.
It was fantastic. I mean, Simon was in the best mood that I've ever seen him, jumping on the desk, going crazy, applauding. I think it was such an amazing finale night because it had everything. Everyone stepped up their game. Everyone became better. Everybody came ready to give it everything, and you could feel it. You could feel when they were performing. Today there was like no joke. They were like fighting for their life today.
Yes, yeah, like you said, everyone rose and did the best performance of the season so far, I feel like, for everyone.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick someone that you might think will win, or a few that might win tomorrow night, who would that be?
Well, of course I have to say Jimmy, my golden buzzer, because I think he's something that we've never seen. I think who he is, how he looks, that voice. I'm sorry, I'm being interrupted by Howie. No, I'm good with dogs.
Oh, I love that, because I'm a dog person too. You're good.
Okay, what was I saying?
Yes. Your golden buzzer, Jimmy, yes.
My golden buzzer, Jimmy, he looks amazing. He's different than anyone in the way he looks, the way who he is. His voice, I think, is one of the best voices I have ever heard in my life. And I don't know anything about music. I'm not a professional, but I've asked people, and I see the reaction in people, and it's breathtaking. But I also know this is it's a variety show, and we have so many stuff going on, so many good stuff, contestants. So I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a really hard competition tomorrow.
I think whatever happens with Jimmy, his career is just going to take off after this.
Oh, yeah. I
be
mean, I think with everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone that makes it to AGT, to the semifinals, to the finals, or even just, to the competition, it's not a waste of time. They have the best time. The people love them. They create a name for themselves. They people start watching them.
Yes. Now, we talked about some of the favorites and highlights from this evening, but we're asking the judges, do you have a favorite or a couple of favorite acts that didn't make it through that you wanted to shout out?
Oh, yeah. The Colombians. Yeah. I was so upset because I thought they were amazing. They were perfection, the three brothers, flawless, the energy, and I mean, and they deserve to get to the finals, but unfortunately something happened. I don't know what.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, this is Terry Crews, and you've just been buzzed.